Hi guys, this is Molly with Agnes and Dora by Molly. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel and watch this video. I'm kind of giggling a little bit because before I started this video, I just took a picture of myself. So, I mean, we can't be perfect all the time, right? So today's video is going to be talking about setting the tone for your business. And I felt it was kind of appropriate to have this picture up behind me. I decided to put it up there, and then when I pulled it out, I haven't had it out for quite a while. There's a quote on it. You guys probably really can't even read it at all. I can't read it from what I'm seeing already. And it says, I am not interested in money. I just want to be wonderful. And I think that's kind of a really fabulous quote to have on there because it's totally accurate of the tone for your business. So one of the reasons why I chose Agnes and Dora over LuLaRoe is the way the business is run. So I feel like kind of like your corporate office or the brand name itself sets the tone for the people who are selling the product. Now, so far my experience with Agnes and Dora has been nothing but fabulous, and I've heard nothing but great reviews from customer service and how kind all of the representatives are and how they're willing to work together and find you exactly what you need. Whereas I've kind of heard pretty much the complete opposite about LuLaRoe. And that's really discouraging to me. And at first I was a little bit like, well, I mean, I guess maybe it's just kind of the luck of the draw right now. That's just how it is. Agnes and Dora, I've just found really good people, and I just haven't had those negative people that some people are mentioning in LuLaRoe. But the more research I did, the more I realized that it was the brand LuLaRoe that is actually setting the tone for their representatives. So some of the complaints that I've heard are that there's a quality control problem. Now for me, I figure if you're increasing your sales, there's going to be an increased number in complaints about quality. However, to me it seems like the ratio of complaints has dramatically gone up with LuLaRoe because they've decided to onboard way too quickly and they can't handle it, and the quality of their products are going down. Now, one of the things that they're telling their consultants is, well, if you don't like the quality of our leggings, then don't buy them. Which, I mean, to me is kind of almost like a big slap in the face. If I'm trying to make money with you, I feel like you should definitely help me out, and having that kind of attitude just makes me kind of want to throw my hands up in the air and be like, you're on your own. Like that, you're obviously not grateful. That's how I would feel. Another thing with them that seems to be a little bit of a problem as far as like quality control goes, but in a different way, is the payment plan they have with, or the payment system they have set up with LuLaRoe. So they have the system that you have to pay with. You're not allowed to use PayPal or like Square with them. That's their company policy. However, that thing is always down. One girl I had talked to said how she was at a vendor event and she literally had to just leave her inventory sitting at this vendor event unattended because she wasn't there with anybody else. She had to leave so she could run to a store and get a credit card machine because she wasn't able to run people's cards through the system that LuLaRoe has. And so people were walking away. She wasn't making sales because people are walking away because she couldn't physically make the sale. So by doing that and this isn't a problem that's been a problem for like a day or two or even just a few weeks. It's been going on, it seems like, for several months. And that's a problem to me because if your policy is you want your representatives to run all cards through you, but you're setting them up for failure, you're not forcing them to break the rules. And when people start to break one rule, they start to break other rules, okay? Another thing I didn't like about that whole payment system is they do charge you a higher rate. And since as a representative, I'm buying products from you already, which are giving you a profit, and then I'm running my cards through you and you're taking more of my profit, I feel like you should give me a little bit better of a deal than some other companies that are out there that I can use. Just my 2 cents. That's how I feel. They should be giving them a much better deal than what they are. And another thing is, if you don't have control over your inventory, over the prints that you're getting, you're maybe going to be less inclined to help people find prints because you're going to be less inclined to give away your good prints. Okay, now, in my opinion, not all LuLaRoe prints are very good. To be quite honest, they're not necessarily like my cup of tea, I guess, for the most part. I much prefer Agnes and Dora's prints. That's another reason why I chose them, is I love their styles and prefer them over LuLaRoe. But there have been complaints about people, say, they order 3 leggings and they get 2 pairs that are solid prints of the same color. So now they didn't really bump up their inventory by 3, it was just by 2. You get where I'm kind of going with that. So if you have a really good print, you're going to hold on to it and wait till somebody finds you to buy that print because you aren't able to help other people out. Now, one thing I recently found out from a LuLaRoe representative was that at one point, LuLaRoe reps used to be able to send their items back. So my understanding of it was if they got too many of, say, a certain print they didn't want, they wanted to kind of exchange it, or maybe it was something they didn't think was going to sell to their crowd, they could send it back. They can't do that now. So now I've been starting to hear, I've also found like complaints from people saying, well, the representatives from LuLaRoe aren't willing to like work with you if there is an item that you want to return because it's not good quality or the print is messed up. And I feel that's because of the tone that LuLaRoe is setting for their consultants. They're not willing to work with them when things aren't right, so it forces the consultants to not be able to work with their customers without taking a big loss or completely just losing out on the item. So although I can see both sides of that, I think that's not good business and that's not something that I want to do for my customers. I don't want to basically feel like I'm setting myself up for failure because I know I'm going to be between a rock and a hard place if somebody gets a defective item. Whether that means the print is really misaligned or whether it means that there's holes in it and that's the way it got shipped to them. And even if it doesn't get shipped to them, if I get something and I see that there's holes in it, well, now I have to decide whether I want to try and sell that low quality item to somebody or do I just want to bite the bullet on it and not sell it. Either way, it's not a good choice for me. So that's one thing that I really, really, really love about Agnes and Dora, you guys, and that's why I ultimately chose them, is overall, they are setting a great tone for their company. Their company was starting to grow at a little bit of a rapid rate, and they weren't quite ready to handle all of the reps that were onboarding. So what they did was something that, although we're really excited as a new representative, and it's hard to wait, they decided to completely pause all of their onboarding. So they said, if you are still interested in being a representative for our company, we can put you on a wait list. But at this point in time, we're not giving like a set date or timeline for when you're going to be able to purchase your kit. And to me, that's just fine. Agnes and Dora is an absolute baby company with less than 1,000 representatives. There is no reason why you have to worry about waiting. It's not like you're in a company that has 20, 40, 50, 80,000 representatives. And so you're kind of in this like frenzy of feeling like time is money. I've got to hurry up and get my stuff so that I can start flipping it around and start building a customer base. You don't have to worry about that because there's so many people out there that haven't heard of Agnes and Dora. And I'm going to be willing to guess that they're probably not going to hear of Agnes and Dora for several years yet. You're going to have a lot of people that you're going to have to explain for a couple of years what Agnes and Dora is to everyone you bring it up to. And I think that's great. So the fact that this company says, hey, whoa, we're not quite ready to deal with this many people being part of our company and selling our items because this is what our consultants are currently going through. This is how quickly they're ordering inventory and turning inventory over. We're not ready to exceed this number. So we're going to stop. We're going to work on our company we're going to improve it, and we're going to make it so that you can be successful when you onboard, and you're getting good quality items. You're not going to have to worry about defects, and you're going to be able to order inventory and replace your inventory in a timely manner. And that ultimately is setting the perfect tone for any business and all of the consultants that are selling Agnes and Dora. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead and contact me and my information below here. Any questions about clothes or the business, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Thank you so much again for stopping by my channel. Have a great day.